boys and girls, the one, the only, the general, Mr. Tyrone Best. Dr. Tyrone Best, welcome to the platform, sir.
Hey, good morning, Mr. Taylor. Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Okay, look, I just wanted to say, man, great call. Glad to be here. Keep the passion, keep the vision. I love the 85-year-old stir. It's just to stir a guy 67 years old like me need to hear who facing different kind of things. But anyway, thank you for the introduction, brothers and sisters. Hey, guys, stay excited. Keep the vision. Keep it simple. Plug in tonight at 10 o'clock and hear Mr. Mike Johnson break down the metaverse certificates. Man, you want to know. If anyone on your team wants to know, instead of them pounding you every single day with question after question after question, if they sincerely want to know, you have them block off 10 o'clock tonight and see us as Mr. Mike Johnson breaks down everything that's going on in the metaverse certificate in the metaverse world. God bless. Thank you, Mr. Dante Taylor. Au.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Best. I also see on the platform the mighty Michael Dalco. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say about him today. Lord God, y'all already know. Mr. Dalco, welcome to the platform.
Hey, good morning, Big Pill. Good morning, Dr. Best, man. It's good to hear your voice on the call today. Monisha said, man, he sounds good. So, yeah, I always get a big old smile on my face when I hear your voice, brother. Glad to hear you recovering and sounding amazing. And, boy, I wanted to say almost nothing, but Dr. Best got me fired up. When he says, keep it simple. I had two back-to-back unbelievably awesome calls with Greg McKay yesterday and today. And on both of those calls, the calls lasted, Dr. Best, they lasted 15 minutes. We were able to literally show the people what we're doing in probably 6 minutes. And the rest of the time, we were just laughing and talking about how much we love our wives. And so it was just off the charts. And Mr. McKay and myself and the gentleman, we were just laughing. And here's what I noticed, y'all. I hope we can get this right. Take these people a little baby step at a time. I know we see it big and we want people to know this thing in the first call, but really all we need to get them to do is understand we've got a certificate that'll grow their money and they need to get a GS Partners account. If you do more than that on the first exposure, you're gonna struggle. And it's taken me some time to turn the curve on this thing with GS Partners, but I really think this is the point now. Take them slowly. Don't be in a hurry. Get them to understand that the Metaverse certificate is a way to grow your money and get their GS Partners account set up. Tomorrow, teach them how to fill it. The next day, teach them about Lydian World. Get their citizenships. Don't be in a hurry with this thing, but keep it as simple as you possibly can. I think that's the key. And I want to end with this. So amazing that, Dante, you would play the lady, and talking about service today, because I've come to the conclusion again, another conversation we were having, that without service, life almost doesn't make sense. I want y'all to think about that. Without service, everything is vanity. Solomon said it best. All is vanity. You can be the wealthiest person in the world, get a bunch of cars and houses and property and silver and gold and everything. You're gonna leave here. So what are you gonna do for humanity while you're here? If you don't serve, your life is vanity. Back to you, Dante. Great call, brother. Or Big Pill, back to you.
Thank you, Mr. Best. Thank you, Dr. Best, for all that you do. Yes, make sure that you are in Atlanta. Make sure that your face is in the place. But yes, it's all about the people, y'all. Mr. Best just told us, if the dream is big enough, the facts truly do not matter. I see you, Sister Mary Bush. That's right. It's never too late. For anybody out there, it is never, ever too late. You can always get started. We were taught that you don't have to be great to get started, but you got to get started in order to be great. Thank you, Dr. Best, for all that you do. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your seats.
the KFC founder, the fried chicken millionaire, and a story of being rejected 1,009 times. Although not being born in a wealthy family nor having a fine education, the man Harlan Sanders had gone through all obstacles of finance and age to build up one of the most famous fried chicken empires in the world. Whether you love KFC's taste or not, the life of Colonel Harlan Sanders was still an extraordinary story about the art of business, which any one of us should learn from him. An old kitchen where the dream began. On September 9, 1890, Harlan Sanders first cried out in a rural area, Henryville, state of Indiana, United States. Since he was a child, he did not have a comfortable life like other children. An afternoon in 1895, his father came home with a high fever and passed away when he was only 6 years old. The financial burden of a whole family was on his mother. She worked extremely hard to support her family. Therefore, the young Sanders had to step on his mother's role to take care of his two siblings from eating to sleeping. An old kitchen in the small town was a place where it nourished his dream. After 1 year, Sanders self-learned most of his town's traditional foods, very specifically. An energetic youth. Years of Sanders' youth were an endless journey since he went through many different jobs. At the age of 10, he started helping out his mother on a farm near his house for only $2 per month as payroll. Since he was 12 years old, his mother remarried. It was not a very joyful period since he did not get along well with his stepfather and had to work on a farm 129 kilometers far from his house. Due to working all day, Sanders dropped out of 7th grade. At the age of 15, he was a conductor in New Albany, state of Indiana. When he was 16 years old, he spent 6 months of military service in Cuba. After he came back, Sanders continued his previous job at the railroad toward the north of America. He continued to study law and did his internship at a court in Arkansas until his client engaged in a brawl with the judge. Shortly after that, Sanders founded and sold tickets for ferry boats across the Ohio River between Kentucky and Indiana. Not just that, he also worked as an insurance salesman and a tire salesman. By the time he was 19 years of age, Sanders had met Josephine King at Jasper, Alabama. They fell in love with each other and married right after that. They had a son, Harlan Jr., and 2 daughters, Margaret Sanders and Mildred Sanders. However, Sanders' son passed away due to a minor surgery of tonsillectomy. The first restaurant and a bloody competition. In 1930, at 40, his family moved to Corbin, Kentucky. Later, the Shell Oil Company offered Sanders the authorization to manage and build a service station in this area. In exchange, a large percentage of the sale had to be paid back to the company. Sanders shared that Corbin is where I could start things over again. Here, the job will come knocking to my door all of the time. Besides providing gas services, he also served fast food for drivers. While people stopped for gas refilling, Sanders wanted them to fill their stomach also. From traditional foods that his children and his wife helped him to prepare, Sanders' first venture in the fast food business had just started. His resting area by that time was very simple, with only 1 table and 6 chairs, but it was a starting point of his dream. It was a downfall period in the American economy, but Sanders had proved to doubters that they were wrong. Customers were willing to go out and eat if they had found it more convenient. Since then, people from other places in town started to come here to try out his food, such as beefsteak, bacon, fried eggs, and even fried chicken. His station became too successful that Sanders quickly expanded his success. He relocated along the street. He not only opened another gas station, but also opened a motel near the street and a 142-seat restaurant. Due to his limited knowledge of restaurant management and hospitality, Sanders decided to enroll in an 8-week course at the University of Cornell to have a better understanding of business. However, his stores quickly encountered competition from the next gas station belonging to Standard Oil Company. Once he realized all advertising of Sanders' stores that appeared everywhere in town, Matt Stewart, Sanders' opponent, was furious. Stewart tried unfair tricks such as painting over the advertising of Sanders. Having heard the news, he quickly ran to the scene with his 2 employees. Once they got there, Stewart suddenly fired a shot and killed Robert Gibson, a manager of Shell Oil in the area. Sanders immediately shot back and injured Stewart's shoulder. Later, Stewart was charged with murder and was sentenced for 18 years in prison, while Sanders was completely innocent. The recipe number 11. For his restaurants, Sanders always tested fried chicken with the mixtures of different spices. His reputation was widely known since he figured out how to combine 10 types of herb and spices with crispy powder to cook the famous fried chicken in Kentucky. Since he started his business on fried chicken, Sanders had no other passion for anything else. Nothing except fast food business could have interested him. In 1935, Kentucky Governor awarded Harlan Sanders a title Kentucky Colonel, an honorable colonel of Kentucky State. This title was the greatest honorable title for a citizen of the state. Since then, he always wore a cook's uniform in white color and became a famous food icon, just like the image of Elvis Presley in American music. Since the strict demand and difficulty requirements of customers about food quality were highly increased and more complicated, he traveled from places to places to enhance his productivity. A decade later, he became successful for a secret recipe with its 11th special spice. With the 11th spice, I have created the best crispy chicken ever, Sanders proudly said. Later, he continued to expand his business by opening the restaurant chain over the states. He also tried to open a motel and operated restaurants in Asheville, North Carolina. However, his efforts failed. Being rejected by 1,009 restaurants' owners. In 1947, Sanders divorced his first wife. In 1949, he had his second marriage with Claudia. In 1950, due to a project of the state highway and the Great Economic Depression, Sanders had to sell his assets in Corbin, Kentucky, with an amount enough to pay tax. Being confident with the taste of his food, a 60-year-old man with a received social welfare of $105 started his journey nationwide to sell his secret recipe for any restaurant. The crispy fried chicken, which was a combination of mixed powder with 11 spices, was his specialty. Without the hard work of advertising and tricks of proposing to other restaurants in Kentucky, the world might have never known the famous KFC. Sanders' first trick was always to park his car near the town, so that restaurants' owners did not know how poor he was by the time Sanders approached them. He only proposed to the best restaurant in each town, directly cooked his crispy chicken for the owner's taste with a compliment, "If you love my chicken, so will your customers." It was a tough journey, since it was a hard challenge to walk into someone else's restaurant and said, "Your chicken was not as good as mine. Let's sell my chicken." In fact, Sanders received a funny title as America's most rejected person. "I was rejected 1,009 times while I was traveling over the country in 2 years to find a restaurant, which agreed to purchase my fried chicken recipe and started building my own restaurant. Some businessmen thought that they needed to wait for the investment to begin. Nevertheless, I was a 66-year-old man, and I could not have waited for anything to happen, since my first lesson as a child was that nothing was prepared for me. I had to pursue and never gave up my own dream, Sanders recalled. At first, only a few restaurant owners saw the advantage of buying the selling recipe of Sanders. Dave Thomas, who later founded Wendy's, a fast food restaurant chain specializing in burgers, was one of Sanders' first clients. However, it was not easy for Sanders to achieve this business relationship. Dave later shared that, "At first, I was worried about why we had to spend our money for an old man like him. Nevertheless, Sanders' passion and consistency had convinced Thomas and 100 other businesses elsewhere." Became fried chicken king of the world. In 1955, he developed and founded a franchise business with confidence in his fried chicken's quality. Over a decade later, Sanders owned more than 600 franchises in the US and Canada. His journey ended when he met a young lawyer, John Y. Brown Jr., and a risk investor, Jack C. Massey. These full of ambition men convinced Sanders for weeks about the perspective of developing the brand Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC, globally. Although he had never wanted to give up his lifetime effort, Sanders understood that this was the best solution to recommend the whole world an opportunity to try this special fried chicken. Finally, he agreed to sell his franchise trademark for $2 million US. Based on the contract, the Kentucky Fried Chicken Company would have opened its own restaurants over the world and agreed not to change the cooking recipe. Many Sanders' friends told him that he was an underdog in the contract. In reality, Sanders not only refused to hold any share of the company, but also didn't ask for a higher price. What he pursued was not after money, but after the passion for cooking. Under the management of a new owner, the Kentucky Fried Chicken Group has grown rapidly. The company was equitized to publicity in 1966 and was listed in the New York stock market in 1969. PepsiCo acquired the company later in 1986. In 1997, PepsiCo transferred the fast food restaurant chain system, including the KFC brand, to an independent company, which was named Tricon Global Restaurant. Today, this restaurant company, now called Yum Brands Group, is the largest group in the world regarding the number of restaurants, with nearly 35,000 stores in over 110 countries. The essential products from KFC are buckets, burgers, twisters, and Colonel Crispy strips, together with traditional food. However, in 2001, KFC planned a strategy of developing its new product. The new product in this strategy was soul food. The success of soul food has led to a new change for KFC. Before launching soul food, the lowest unit cost in KFC's menu was $2.99 US. It was an obstacle to attract customers. Since the appearance of soul food, prices were considered in different ways. Customers were more satisfied with the value of products, which they had already purchased. Passion and contribution. The passion and contribution of Sanders were a great encouragement to all KFC's employees. A store manager once said, "If I don't open a new store every year, I will feel like being drowned by Sanders." He was known as one of the genius businessmen in building an iconic brand. One thing that Harlan Sanders surpassed most businessmen in his time was to attach a message of regular life within each product. Besides, he always tried to attract other people to his food by grabbing any chance to have a pleasant conversation in public, in every local area, or any social media. In 1950, Sanders introduced an image of himself with his beard and gray hair in a white chef clothing to brand his products. The branding image, which was built up by Harlan Sanders, was too famous that every time he appeared in publicity, the sale of KFC usually increased about 10%. Sanders was a detailed person, and he demonstrated in his daily work. He always made sure that every store maintained the highest standards of cleanliness and customer service. Everything was painted in white to make sure that any dirt could be found and handled immediately. He was one of the first owners in the hospitality business who put a hole in between the kitchen's wall and dining room so that customers could witness how the cook and the food are prepared. According to Sanders, the service's attitude, quality, and cleanliness were the most priorities for any store. He wanted everything must be prepared in the proper procedure. It does not matter if he had to sweep a floor or train a chef to make a special sauce properly. Nothing in a restaurant that Sanders was not willing to do. Although he was not in charge of KFC, Sanders used to visit a store without notification to check the productivity to ensure that its fried chicken was cooked correctly with its recipe, and followed the standard policy of food cleanliness. For the rest of his life, he traveled 250,000 miles every year to visit all KFC stores in the world. In 1980, Sanders passed away at the age of 90 and was buried at Louisville, Kentucky, with its obituary, founder of Kentucky Fried Chicken Empire. In his last years, the dedicated chef spent most of his time on TV shows, interviews, and commercial advertising for KFC brand. After Sanders' death, the Kentucky governor had praised him as a true legend, an incarnation of the American dream. Today, he is famous in more than 123 countries and territories. Because of the famous fried chicken recipe, KFC is far beyond what he had been expecting while driving on the street at the age of 60 with a car full of cooking equipment.
Mm, mm, mm. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Did Brother Colonel Sanders start from the bottom or what? That brother had 50 different jobs. He never quit. He never, ever quit. Imagine being called America's most rejected person. Some of you guys, if somebody said that about you, fall up in your shell, stop, oh, let me quit. No, winners never quit. And I know we got some winners on the line. Winners, raise your hand. We're gonna try to see if we can get a few winners in here today, because we know that there's no quit in the Wealth Builders community. There's no quit in the Wealth Builders family. I'm sorry. And if you do, then you might have just been you ain't even doctor cousin. You might be a 4th, 5th, 6th cousin or something like that. Hope you guys really enjoyed everything that you heard today. The common theme is this, ladies and gentlemen, it's never too late. Whether your name is Dilly Price or Colonel Sanders, it is never too late. Dream big and then dream bigger. Speaking of dreamers, let's see how many dreamers we got on the line today. Oh man, first up the bat, I know this brother he's been here longer than me. I don't believe there's no quitting this brother right here. Brother Probin Thompson is in the building. Family, you are live.
Mr. Dante Taylor. Wow. What a call. What a way to start the call, my man. That was, I never knew that whole story. So thank you for bringing that to the table. And, you know, I don't have a whole lot to say, but I just had to say, wow, that was awesome. I hope people glean a lot from that and use it to their advantage. Oh, I'm out.
Thank you, brother.
Hey, Brother Dante, I want to bring Art Fuller to the forefront. Mr. Fuller, come on in here. Let us hear from you.
I just want to say good morning. And it's interesting.
I have listened and looked at those presentations that you did today since they first came online, because my first experience in this area of network marketing was somewhere around 1975. And I saw that, I've seen other things come along, and it's hard to explain how excited it is to see what now is the best solution I've seen so far. Not as income coming from previous business, which is fine, but the idea here is that it puts you in a position to make as big a business as you choose to work for and cause to happen. And the other side of that is that you are helping others. We need as a people to get more into what this American free enterprise system is about, that is business ownership. We've been sort of misguided into the thought of what is business loanership. And there's not time for me to give that lesson, but if you look at it very closely, everything around us, probably all the way to the clothes we're wearing, is in the form of a loan. So how do we break that cycle and get to a point where we think in terms of own? And the kind of thing that Joseph Haidt and this system is doing for us is allowing us to own. And so I'll end it just this way. Hey, this is it. This is it. This is the biggest. And of course, that's because of technology and so forth. But this is the answer to us as a people, because you're not talking about going in debt to start, which you live with the rest of your life. And one of these days I'll get to talk about all of those kind of things. Make it happen. Look, this is just, just a signature. You're not really, signing up and building a building and all that kind of thing, because those kinds of things are going away from us now. Those are going away. We're going to be in a virtual world. And Dr. Best and Joseph Haidt and others around have put us in a position where every single person could be in business for themselves, every one of us. And we could finally lift ourselves out from under the pressure of other people who built businesses and then put us out of business. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be great. Thank you so very much, Mr. Art Fuller. Georgia McCluster, welcome to the Power Call.
Hi, everybody. God bless everybody. I just wanted to lend my voice to the call to say that was, I don't know, amazing, awesome. But what it told me, no matter what your age, well, I just came around the sun a few more years the other day, you can still have a dream and you can still accomplish it. It's never too soon to throw the towel in. So I thank you for that call, Dante. Everybody have a blessed day.
Well, all right. See, folks, never too late. Get started now. Go ahead. Make it happen today. Raymond E. Lee, welcome, man.
G'day, brother. Hey, happy birthday for last week. This is Raymond E. Lee, aka Kibu Buenos Aires. I'm down here in Buenos Aires, Argentina. It's been a while for me, but really, really grateful for this platform. Grateful for this pre-call today. It's amazing stuff. Look, Dillis, she's talking about going out and looking for your purpose and trying to find your purpose, but you got to realize that we can't see what's really important to us, If you don't think this is true, have you tried breathing lately? Oxygen's invisible, but it's super, super important. So more than going out looking for your purpose, go out and create your purpose, right? You just find something that attracts you, that you can be creative with, and just go out there and create it. I just want to, seeing as it's Tell the Truth Thursday, it's like $100 US is what it cost me to get my $40 worth of Bitcoin, so that I could get my NFT, get myself positioned. But it's worth it. Why? Because it's the step. It's the first step. You got to be in the game. So big love from Buenos Aires. Purpose, peace, and power, everybody. Adios a todos.
Thank you, great man. We really appreciate you. Wow. Folks, look, on behalf of Wealth Builders Worldwide, Mr. Dante Taylor himself and all the leadership, you know, we got to wrap this thing up to prepare for the 12 noon Eastern time presentation that you definitely want to invite your prospects to take a look at. So with last words coming from our two leaders, we're going to wrap it up. Mr. Michael Dalco, final words from you.
I just think it was cool how the theme of today was, it's never too late. And I think that's instructive to all of us. No matter how young or how old you are, life is still short. And, you don't ever throw in the towel like the young lady said earlier. Just keep pushing towards your goal and striving, and you will make it. The universe is fair and it's working on your behalf. So great call today. Super inspiring. Back to you, Big Bill.
All right. All right. Thank you, great man. And final words coming from Dr. Ty Best. Dr. Best, the mic is yours. All right. He may not be able to chime in at the moment, but I can tell you something. I got something for you to listen to. One of the greatest speeches ever rendered that I've heard and that you hear very often. Take a listen.
Everything's always about the dream. Always about the dream. I was 20 years old. I'd already done 6 years in corporate America. And a guy stopped me in the locker room and asked me, do I know anyone who'd like to make an extra $1,500 a month? He didn't talk about getting rich. He didn't talk about getting wealthy. He didn't even talk about freedom. So you don't have to oversell this thing. You know, the average person would love to make an extra $300 to $500 a month. So we talk about putting millions of people in carry bars. Now we're talking about 20, 30, 40 million people in carry bars. We're not talking about everybody become a multi-billionaire. You can, if you want to pay that price. I hear people all the time say, I want to be a billionaire. Well, okay, no problem. I want to be a multi-millionaire. Well, you can, okay, but it's going to require you cutting off the television. It's going to require you missing some football games, some basketball games. It's going to require some sacrifice on part that only you know if you're willing to make. So I like keeping it simple. That guy asked me, do I know anybody like to make an extra $1,500 a month? I said, yes, me. I didn't know what he was talking about, and I got excited. I got a little bit excited. I got a twinge of hope. There I was 6 years in corporate America. I mean, I'm 20 years old, had my own home, 4 cars in the driveway, pool in the backyard. My wife was a flight attendant, so I could fly anywhere in the world pretty much for free or for peanuts. Okay, I had all the cars I wanted to drive, didn't buy insurance, didn't put gas in them. The company fed me 5, 6 nights a week. I'm living on a company expense report. I mean, I live a lifestyle people dream about, wore my shirt and tie to work, my briefcase. I look good, status good, but as far as I was concerned, I was still broke. Not broke compared to my next door neighbor, not broke compared to the guys in my neighborhood, just broke compared to people who had some real money. That makes sense? Just broke, like one of my nephews one day asked me, Uncle Tyrone, people in the family say you're rich. I said, well, compared to you, I'm rich. You don't have any money. But compared to Oprah, Uncle Tyrone broke. Okay, so it's a relative term. Money is relative. And money is not to do all to say all. Okay, because when you have some serious health issues going on that money can't solve, you realize how unimportant money is. But I tell you what, I got started. And I'll never forget that first meeting I was sitting there, Mr. Williams, Miss Abram. I'll never forget it. I'm sitting at first meeting on about 200 people in that room, maybe 180, 200 people. And that guy was talking about homes and cars. He was talking about all these material things you could have. And I'm sitting saying, man, I got 4 cars in the driveway now. I got 2 Lincolns in the driveway, a Ford Mustang and a Grand Marquis, 2 company cars and 2 I own. I was just sitting there, didn't mean anything to me. But all of a sudden he started talking about something that meant something. He said, have you ever thought about being free? Now, as far as I was concerned, I thought I was free. I mean, he talking about the height of ignorance. I thought I was free. He said, ever thought, no, I mean really free. I said, man, I'm free right now. He said, I know that some of you are sitting there thinking you're free. He said, if you think you're free, don't show up on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and by Thursday, you'll be free. And when he said that, it hit me. I was not free. He said, freedom is when you throw away the alarm clock and you sleep to the crack of noon. Freedom is when you wake up in the morning and do what you want to do with your life. Freedom is when you go to that golf course on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday and play golf when everybody else is at the office. Freedom is when you go fishing on Tuesday. When freedom is when you stroll in the movies with your kid on a Wednesday afternoon, and there's nobody in the movie theater but you and your child, because everybody else is at work. Freedom is when all the fathers at work and you're the only father at the Little League baseball game with your kid or your grandkids. Man, he started painting that picture for freedom, guys. And I never forget, I sit up in my chair. I said, wait a minute, what's this freedom thing you're talking about? Okay. And it blew my mind. He asked a simple question: what's retirement age? Everybody started yelling out numbers: 65, 75. See how we've been conditioned? Retirement doesn't have anything to do with age. Retirement has everything in the world to do with money. This couple speaking from the stage were 32 years old. He and his wife were both retired. 2 brand new Cadillacs in their driveway, owned their brand new home. And they were both retired at 32 years old. I said, oh my God, I got to get this freedom thing. Okay. And I didn't know. I know how long it's going to take me to get free. Some of you right now today, you don't know how long it's going to take you to get free. You want to be free right now, you can taste it. I see Dante Taylor, he can taste it, man. He can taste it. I can hear it in his voice. He can take up. People want. He can taste this freedom thing. They want it, but you're willing to pay the price to get it. When I saw it, I was willing to pay the price. Man, I was before then. I knew every television program that came out. I was a walking TV guide. You could call me and say, "What time this show come on, Tyron?" I didn't have to put out the news, but I could tell you what time it came out. I was a walking TV guide. Okay, I spent the weekend watching football like everybody else. But when I saw freedom, when I saw that freedom thing, when I was sold that dream of freedom, man, I shut it all down. I said, I'm going to freedom. And at 32 years old, I was able to, my wife and I, she was able to walk away from a job she'd been on for 8 years as a flight attendant for US Air. And she walked, yes, we gave up the flying privileges. Yes, we gave the benefits. Yes, we gave up the stock options, gave it all up. Okay, why? So I had a kid and he didn't even know his mama. He'd come home and she'd go to reach for him and he'd run because she's flying and she didn't know him and he didn't know her. Okay, it was breaking her heart. I said, quit. She walked away at 32 years old. My son don't even remember. He's 32 right now. He don't ever remember his mother having a job. It took me 8 more years. I didn't retire till I was 40 years old. I'm telling you, I'd do it all over again. It took me 20 to walk into a job you've had for 10 years. 18 years in corporate America and say, I'm out, and never look back. That was July 14th. July 14th. That's tomorrow. That'll be 22 years. Freedom, what it's all about. Everything's all.
And ladies and gentlemen, yes, that is what it is all about. Young or old, youth or seasoned, it doesn't matter. Get started now. Speaking of getting started, we're going to go ahead and end this power call for the day, and we are going to reset the platform in preparation for the 12 noon presentation. Go ahead and invite some people out. Let them know that the presentation starts now.
Recording stopped. Recording in progress.
Every day, everywhere in the world, people wake up, get commissions. Generate income with just a cell phone and an internet connection from anywhere at any time. Get started.
Before going on 35 years. So we are consistent folks, a royal priesthood set apart. And so she's still smiling, still beautiful as ever. And so I'm coming from corporate America, both my wife and I we come to this thing called freedom. And we'll talk a little bit about that tonight and how you can accomplish that for you and your family. But traditionally from the same corporate, same structure, go to school, get a job, work until you die, kind of long time to end up with nothing. And we want to be able to start changing that. Somebody in your family is going to be the first one to pursue something. Someone, I don't know who it is, but someone's going to be the first one to pursue something. It may be a college degree. It may be starting a business. It may be building a house. It may be doing anything that someone in the family chose to be first. And in my case here, my family, I'm the first one to pursue wealth on purpose, intentionally. And so you're going to have some ups and some downs. You're going to have some highs and some lows. You're going to have a whole bunch of stuff. But I like to have a theme each and every time we come out here. And I got some good news for you. Oh, man, I'm trying to stay strapped down in my seat. But I got some good news for you. Because the theme tonight, y'all, is everything is rigged in your favor. Oh, man. Can somebody type that in the chat box? Listen, I got to have some cooperation and some participation tonight. I need everything. Everything is rigged in my favor. So you got to type that out. So put that out there so you know you're putting it out there in the universe. You know, when you take your first step, God will take his steps and help you move along on this path here. Everything is rigged in my favor. I was listening to this gentleman earlier today, and he says, when you're getting told no, there's some great things going to happen on your life, because no is saying something is rigged in your favor. A no is a positive thing when things are rigged in your favor, because you're on your way to greatness. I'm going to show you. How to get there. So again, I'm so glad to be here, you guys. We're going to be here just for a short period of time. We do this Monday through Saturday to share this information with you. Some people get it the first time. Some people get it the 10th time. Some people get it the 20th time. And can I tell you, it's the folks that don't get it in no time. But I want to let you know here that we're in a special place in history, and you're here now. The last 20 years, people have been actually having their money in the bank, 95%, and getting less than 1% for the last 20 years. The last 20 years, putting money someplace and nothing is happening with that money. It's actually losing value. And so now we're in 2022, June, to be able to see what is rigged in my favor. Man, let me introduce the GS partners, y'all. We were out here in Dubai during this event, and I want you to feel what we was feeling while we was out there, actually in the room. Woo! Wow. So I want to welcome you to GS Partners. You're in a special place, a special time now. We have offices around the world, partners around the world, and you're here now to be able to become a part of that. And so you've been positioned now to be in this special place to participate in this cryptocurrency rewards program that's designed to help make you build wealth and have you have liquidity while you're building your wealth in the process. The metaverse is one of those things that's unique in the market space that has no limits, no boundaries. And that's why everything is going to be rigged in your favor when you see what's going on here. It's a global money system, and it's a gateway to this crypto space that has no matching whatsoever. Nothing out there in the marketplace is doing what's going on in the crypto space. And so I don't want you to be afraid. I don't want you to be concerned whether you understand anything that's going on or not. Don't worry about that. You're not going to know everything because there's a lot of stuff going on. We're in this new digital era now. I remember when the internet first came out and a lot of people were against the internet. Can you imagine? It's 20 years later. You can't imagine being without it. When you put something in a search bar and it gives you 999,000 choices. We used to have to go to the library to go look up something, pull out the little index card and go to the aisle and go find the book to get the information. Now everything is at your fingertip. This program here is at your fingertip. This digital world. Metaverse, meta mining, meta trading, meta brokerage, meta states, city developments, NFT, meta markets, meta gaming, and so much more, featuring fintech innovators, licensed and accredited, regulated top 3 company in the world, brokerage top 3, not the 20th, not the 50th, not just getting started, but the top 3 is in the world is your partner. That's why everything here is rigged in your favor. We got sports champions coming along. Can y'all say it? Can y'all know? If you are a boxer, can you box all your life? No, you cannot. Do you know if you're a doctor and you do surgery or you pull teeth or you do whatever you do you know you can't do it all your life? Do you know if you run track, you know you can't do it all your life? Anything that you're doing, you cannot do all of your life. Something's going to come into place. So you're going to have to put yourself in position to have your money make money. And how do you do it? Well, you got to be on a program that's going to be rigged in your favor here, y'all. So take a look at this Lydian world. Take a look.
The origins of life in the universe. First stages in human evolution. First simple technologies that started making our life easier. Welcome to Lydian World. We are glad to introduce our multi-ecosystem. Here, the rewards are generated thanks to the fees applied to each service or product behind an income resource such as staking pools, credit card swipe commissions, mining fields, assisted trading, non-fungible tokens marketplace, interactive airdrops, mainnet masternodes, trivia games, etc. Available on platforms and devices. More than 3 million users expected by the end of 2022 could reach a milestone of $5 billion in total resources. Lydian World, the place where you can explore, earn, and have fun.
Y'all, we're just getting started here. This Lydian World is a wonderful place that we're all positioned in. If you're new here tonight or this morning or afternoon, whenever this message should catch you, we want to help you get positioned here as well too, because this is a global platform designed to create passive income for life, and give you maximum liquidity in the crypto space. Some of the things that people are doing in the crypto space now is they're actually trying to buy a coin, and they're going to sit back and kind of waiting for it to go up. So like, okay, I'm going to buy it, and then I'm just going to sit here and wait. Well, in the Lydian world, what we're doing is that we're taking it to another level, and we're putting ourselves in position so that we have liquidity and being paid while the coins in our program are going up in value. So you get the best of all worlds. And think of it like Monopoly, because everybody knows about that Monopoly game. People were like kind of, if you were winning, you were kind of really a bad person. I mean, you kind of was showing out a little bit if you were had all the different pieces around the world. And everybody who had that money in the Monopoly game wishing that was real money. Well, we're doing this metaverse here, and we're doing it with real money that you can pay your rent with, you can pay your mortgage with, you can pay your car payment with, you can pay something off with. You're able to do all that stuff here in this virtual space. Quiet citizenships. When you learn how this thing really, really, really works, you'll understand why we're so excited and why everything is actually rigged in your favor when you get yourself started. So think about this. Everything comes with vision. Everything comes with somebody thinking about how they can make an impact in the world. And this is our chairman here, and he has just started off way before December of 2020 when we launched. Already had something in mind, but he wasn't doing it to really involve those on the network marketing space. He was just going to have a blockchain and some other tools that were going to be coming out. But then he opened it up to us, you and I, so that we'd have another way, a better way to be able to make a living, get paid income, get paid daily, weekly, and monthly, never having to look back. And you're here now. Alexander Kostadal is our Chief Technical Officer. We're in the second wave of this program here, and we got so many people that are coming along with us for this ride because they're saying, listen, I cannot play soccer all my life. I'm going to get old, something's going to hurt. Listen, I might pull a hamstring or something. And so everybody is coming and latching onto this program here because they want to have their money make money, and they want to get their money working for them for life. Can you imagine being a place to be able to do that?
We're in Dubai right now.
Check it out.
Something small, but some big money. Check it out as you can see.
Lloyd Money Mayweather.
I have to display it to the world because they pay. You pay and we play. Check it out. In total, we have 10 Cullinan trucks, but we're promoting, I think 4. We're showing out a little bit. Some small, but the pay is big. Everything I do is big. Actually, this is where I'm staying at. The tallest building in the world, but I'm gonna say the biggest building in the world. We're doing small things for a big price. Check it out. Check it out, check it out. Ladies and gentlemen, check it out, check it out. And yes, I'm gonna push this company on you. They pay. And when they pay, I'm away.
Hey, he said he going Floyd Money Mayweather, the only human being on earth that earned $1 billion in the ring. So I think he knows a little bit about money. That's like taking a little and turning it into a lot. So what you're here now, why you're positioned here, because the Big Three partnership is taking place now and it's already underway. We launched the first metaverse brokerage on the blockchain in the world. Can y'all say the Amazon of money? Not the second, not the third, not on trial basis, but the first launch, because everything the chairman does is he launches. And you're here now to be able to put yourself in position with the top 3 brokerage company in the world that's going to position you to get paid daily, weekly, and monthly, and for life. Is that okay? Man, I'm telling you, it's just so rigged in your favor, you don't even know what to do. And so we got metaverse folks that are coming on, that we're attracting all these different people. They're going to be more. And now we got the metaverse being expanded to be able to now do property in the linear world, virtual property, where you can actually pick a plot of land. You can actually build a virtual building. You can actually build a bookstore and put some virtual books in there and have some tea and coffee. Man, this thing is so beautiful. And you're here now. Let me show you how this thing works. We went out to Dubai. We were out there in Dubai and in a special place because the chairman was coming out with a lot of new technology and a lot of new things to build wealth. December 1 of 2020, he said, listen, I need you to get an education, a financial education. I need you to have patience. It's almost like somebody saying, I need you to trust what I'm doing because I've done some things before. I've done it before. I've made a lot of money before. He's a multi-billionaire. He is not experimenting. So he put us in this place to have first movers advantage all along the way. You're here right now, right in front of me. First movers advantage. We are planting money trees. Oh my goodness. Money trees. These metaverse certificates by design are going to pay you weekly 300% based on the certificate that you choose. Did you spend some money? No, you did not. We just showing you how to keep your money. Oh my goodness. And because BD Swiss is a full brokerage house, they trade amongst everything. They got 1.6 million customers, y'all. They have been in business for 12 years, never lost any money on the accounts that they manage. Who's managing your money? If you got a 401k, you losing money. We're not financial advisors. We're not telling you what to do, but you want to be with somebody that's traded over $1 trillion. And then we got these meta trading, and then we have meta mining. You have all these different instruments here that put you in position to build wealth and get paid for life. Man, it's rigged in your favor. I'll tell you, when the chairman said have patience, this is back in December of 2020, have patience, have patience, have patience. And we get to this thing now where we now are partners with him along on this journey of building wealth, and we get to bring our families along. We get to bring our communities along. We get to bring our churches along. We get to get those disenfranchised, bring them along. The wealthy, bring them along. Those who don't understand money, bring them along. Everybody is on this journey right here. Oh, it's just so, it's just such a beautiful thing here. So let's get to the money here so we can get to this thing and get out of here. One of the things about money is you got to have a disclaimer about it, because when you're talking a lot about it, some people get offended and some people embrace it. I hope for those that are here that you embrace what we're doing here. And I hope you take advantage of what's before you. That's why there's no second Amazon. Everybody's not ready. There is no second Microsoft. There's not. You're here now to have something there's not going to be a second. It's not going to be a second, okay? So this is a presentation to explain the products and community rewards potential offered by GS Partners and GSB. Every effort has been made to accurately represent GS Partners' rewards plan and its income potential. All earnings or income examples will depend solely on the ideas, techniques, knowledge, skills, and time vested into your independent business. GS Partners and GSB does not guarantee any results or success level and is not responsible for any decisions that you make in relation to promoting our products or your business. All income examples used by GS Partners are not to be considered average earnings. We are not financial advisors, and we are not providing you financial advice. First movers advantage, right? Talk to me, Corey. So let's talk about this. This program here is designed to pay you 9 generations. Some people just say, listen, I'm just going to talk to one person. That's fine. You can still win 3 generations. But we just want to put this out in front of you because we don't want anybody to leave anything on the table. Don't leave anything on the table. This program is designed for you just to sponsor 3 people, talk to 3 people with $33 and a dream and a hope and looking for a promise. And this is here. You sponsor 3 people here, it'll pay you 9 generations, and that's up to 50% of the income coming into this company. They're pushing 50% back out. Half of every dollar is going out. So what does it look like in money? Show me the money, G. What does it look like in money? This is the rewards potential here. Now I'm just showing you, this is just one income stream on this platform here that has thousands. I know that went right over your head, and I know you didn't hear what I just said, even though I just used words and I just said what I said. This is just one of the income streams here, and we have thousands. Can't get into all that tonight because I want you to sleep. This is not a guarantee of income, but it's merely an example of how the rewards plan work. No income claims are being made. This is an example of how the commission structure works. When X does Y, Z happens, okay? So X marks the spot. This is exponential growth. This is what the wealthy do. They do leverage and they work in systems. Here you can sponsor 3 people, talk to 3 people with $33. And if they decide to keep their money, they're going to put their money to work. You're going to earn 15% of those 3 people that kept their money and they exchange it for assets, actually. And they actually exchange it for a position to be able to get into this metaverse thing that actually pays for life. Not a far reach, but it's all fair, right? But then those 3 are saying, listen, well, if you can do it, can I do it as well too? Yes. So now they say, can I earn 15%? Absolutely. So they can tell their 3. So each of these 3 tell their 3, that's 9. They earn 15% and you earn 5%. Let me see, what did you do? You got started. I'm about to rig it. I got to get it some more, okay? So this thing goes down. It just keeps going. Now, this is a perfect theoretical example. And y'all know perfection is a hard thing, right? But let's just say if it was, and if it did, this is what can happen. This is just one income stream here that can occur on a monthly basis. This could take a year, it could take a month, it could take 6 weeks, take 9 weeks. It just depends on everybody's dream. What's driving you? What's gonna help you do something when things are rigged in your favor? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? And so this is what's going on here. $51,000. This can happen on a monthly basis, paid into an asset because it's paid to in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Tether, the top 3 cryptocurrencies in the entire planet. There's some other stuff hovering around there, but we got some more stuff to come. Don't worry about it. And then we talked about those metaverse certificates, y'all. We can't get into the weeds on all that, but just think about it for just a moment. There's about 11 of them. Now, I just showed you 51,000, so you don't have to worry about coming out of your pocket anymore because the system already created the income. You just got started. So the $399 is a middle range certificate here, and it just puts you in position to be able to now, let me put this thing to work. You mean to tell me I can put $399 to work, I can load this thing up, and I can get paid on this in 2 different ways, well, 3 different more ways? Yes. And I can earn direct commission on every time somebody saved their money, every time I help them keep their money and turn it into wealth? Absolutely. And then they can do the same thing? Absolutely. And then the next people can do the same thing? Absolutely. That's why, man, we talk about that Robert Kiyosaki model. We're talking about what is it, man, what is it to be on the business side? What is it to be able to have my time and get my money back? What is that like? Man, that's what it's all about. And this is the investor side too, because now I get to make my money, make money. And so when I'm making money, I'm making money without working. Uh-oh, I know that went past you. I'm making my money, make money. I'm making money because you ain't making money if you're not making money and not working. I mean, you're just not. So here we're talking about $399 certificate that when you keep that, that's an asset. You get to light that sucker up and then start getting paid on that. And this can create this kind of income. It could take 9 weeks, 9 months, 9 years. I don't know what it's going to take you, but I'm just saying if everybody just did this, this is what can happen here. So this program is so designed, it's so cool that you want to know how to spend all this money.
Introducing the most flexible crypto card in the world. 5 traditional currency accounts, including USD, GPB, EUR, CNY, and JPY. Currency exchange rates better than high street banks. Manage all your crypto and traditional currencies with one simple platform. Add funds to your account via bank transfer, credit and debit card, or crypto proceeds. Spend or withdraw your funds anywhere credit and debit cards are accepted. Exclusive plastic, aluminum, stainless steel, gold-plated, and solid gold cards available. 24/7 global support in multi-languages.
24/7 professional concierge services, up to 40% discounts on hotel and travel, instant rewards from high street retailers, fast delivery to over 100 countries. Order your GS Lifestyle card today.
Wow. You get a chance to get into something here where everything is rigged in your favor. And it doesn't make a difference if other people are not coming along with you for the journey. That's why when people are saying no to you, they are disqualifying themselves. And I didn't even realize that. Do you know how many times I've disqualified myself for opportunities because I was too ignorant to understand what was going on? I'm not talking about none of y'all, illustration purposes. Some people are going to disqualify themselves to the promise, because everything that this chairman has done has been rigged in our favor. Register for free. Get the referral link of the person who shared it with you. Fund your accounts, $33, and then you grab all the assets you want on here. Get these metaverse certificates, because you want to get these metaverse certificates because it's going to open up these planting of them trees, these money trees. You can get as many as you want. And if you load these suckers, you're just going to create all this untold wealth that you're not going to be able to keep up with. And so when you're doing all that, you're going to position them in this living world, and everything's just going to start happening from there. And we're just going to keep duplicating it and keep duplicating it and keep duplicating it. And that $33, it just opened up some more stuff for you. Take advantage of it or you don't. If you want to share with people, like Mr. Delco was saying earlier, what's going to happen is you're going to see all this stuff happening where you stepped out in fear. And then when you saw some things happening, now you're ready to open your mouth. And so this $33 puts you in position. When you open your mouth, you're going to earn commissions instantly because people are going to see it and they're going to get started. The ship would have already sailed. The rocket would have already taken off. We're going to have shuttle service because the rocket's already gone. And so you can earn on membership subscriptions, direct commissions instantly, GS card swipes. This is so powerful. This right. I have to hurry up, y'all. Try to make it in my heart. Do y'all know? I can't help it. Listen, y'all. GS card swipes. Can you imagine the GS card swipes? When a card swipes all over the entire world and you're a citizen in this metaverse, when things are happening in the place where you're located, you're going to get paid on card swipes. The card swipe that you did not even swipe yourself. This thing is so rigged in your favor, you don't even know what to do. You're getting paid on metaverse certificates. You're getting paid on all the activities happening in the Lydian world that you don't even understand. That's why we say earn while you learn it and exploring. We want to put you in a position to start earning right now, right now, right now. You're going to learn all this stuff. But let's start earning first, right? Let's get set up. This promotion is going on right now. This is like super duper June month. And you got to get this right here, y'all. It's rigged in your favor. You can't even lose here. The chairman has put you and I in position here to win. These metaverse certificates, every certificate you get, you can earn 300% over the next 18 months based on the certificate that you choose. All you're doing is keeping that trading side with 34% in there, and you're going to get paid weekly 4.4% on the value of that certificate. Let's use an example. If I had a $10,000 certificate and I kept my load over there, $3,300, they're going to pay me 300% on my money. So I'm gonna get paid on $30,000 and get paid weekly at 4.15%. Do you see how it's in your favor? Your bank ain't doing it. Your financial planner ain't doing it. Your mama, your daddy ain't doing it. I don't know your mama and your daddy. I just, And then the Meta Broker Managed Account, when you put every single dollar in there, they are going to double your money. They're going to give you 100% of every dollar you put in there. Every certificate you get right now, between now and July 1st, you have a lifetime double load of that thing. So every dollar you put in there for life, when you put a dollar in there, they're going to double that thing. High leverage trading, and then we got the metaverse, the mining piece. We had some certificates earlier. Now we got the mining ones now, and these mining ones now, they do some great stuff as well too. And you can load it with a bunch of different ways here. Actually take advantage of the 0.002 cents. The chairman is so confident about where we're going here. He's going to let you buy it for less than a penny, half a penny, but he's gonna give you 2 cents advantage on every one when you're loading up these certificates. It's like getting a Forex exchange for your money. You get 300% on a certificate on the trading side. I mean, on the mine, I mean, yeah, on the trading side. You're getting 100% match on the trading side. Y'all, it just gets better and better, y'all. This is what they look like. $49 up to 100,000. And when you load those suckers up there, when you load stuff, they're gonna load with you. They're gonna run right along with you. You know how you ever seen somebody in track that's really fast and somebody slow is running with them and they was just looking at them? Joseph Hyde, he like this. He just, y'all coming? Y'all coming? Hey, y'all coming? Are you coming? It's rigged in your favor, y'all. There's no limit. You know how you run out of words. It's like when it's just so, it's so profound in your lifetime to have experienced that. You get to restart. I was reading this book, and we're gonna be out of here. And it said, forget those things which are behind. It said, forget it. Forget it. Forget all the money you lost. Forget all the loves you lost. Forget all the divorces. Forget all that. Forget it. It said, press and keep going straight ahead. Keep going, because I got something for you. Oh, just forget about it. Press. Oh my goodness gracious, man! I remember my daughter, man, when she was a little girl, and the two, they're like 4 or 5 years old, and one little kid across the street, he had on his bicycle. You know how back then, the bike, the pedals like go like this, so they can get some momentum, so they don't fall. And so it's going like this. But the little dude across the street, he took his training wheels off. Do you know my daughter came in the house, and she said, "Mom, Dad." And we like thinking something was wrong, like somebody was trying to beat her up or something like that. She said, "Dad, come and take your training wheels off right now." She put a demand out there. You got to put a demand out here. You got the platform to be able to do it. It's right here, right now. I took them training wheels off. I don't even think I held the seat for 2 seconds. That girl was gone. Gone. I said, oh my goodness, you have got to take advantage of the stuff that's right here, right before you. Take your training wheels off and let's go. Take them off. I know some of y'all tiptoeing around. Take them off. Or falling to the left, falling to the right. Take them off. Man, get to look at the person that's sharing this with you. Just get to look at the person that's sharing this with you, that's been sharing it with you for I don't know how long, so you can get yourself on this other side of freedom. So I want to thank y'all, man. Listen, I'm so excited and fired up about this. It's hard to sit here in this seat and share this with you because we know where this thing is going, and we still haven't even gotten started yet, and you're here now. Let's get you started. There's no rhyme or reason when somebody's offering you 300% on your money. There's inflation going on right now. It's whooping everybody's behind. We're putting people in position to have inflation not even an issue. Are you listening to what we're saying? If you get 300% on your money, why are you worried about 8%? If you get 100% match on every dollar you put in here, why are you worried about 6%, 7%? You won't even care about the gas prices. I'm not saying, I'm not belittling that. I'm just saying, when you get on the other side of something, then those things will not make a difference. So, hey, I want to thank you for listening. We're here 6 days a week, 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Come back tomorrow, 12 noon. And we won't be as, Roger he'll be a little more calm than me. But come back tomorrow, 12 o'clock, and then also 9 o'clock. And we want to thank you for listening, man. It's a pleasure to be able to pay homage to freedom and everybody, for all of us being able to take on this journey together. So we'll see you on the white sandy beaches of the world, and we will see you in London coming up in September. And we also have this event. I didn't put the slide in here. My apologies, because we have an event coming up June 18th. And we'll make sure we get that out in front of you so you'll know what's going on. So we'll definitely see you guys on the White Sandy Beach, and we'll see you on the next stream. Good day. Take us on out.
Recording